Hi fans of high quality entertainment. As most of you probably know by now, Paul McCartney is releasing a new album this year, December 11th. So I'll just read a little bit here and then I'll tell you my thoughts and then a little something extra at the end regarding Paul McCartney. McCartney III is to be released on December 11th, 2020. That's just what I said. Here's the press release. 50 years following the release of his self-titled first solo album, McCartney, featuring Paul playing every instrument and writing and recording every song, Paul McCartney will release McCartney III on December 11th. Paul hadn't planned to release an album in 2020, but in the isolation of Rockdown, he soon found himself fleshing out some existing musical sketches and creating even more new ones. Before long, an eclectic collection of spontaneous songs would become McCartney III, a stripped-back, self-produced, and quite literally solo work marking the opening of a new decade. In the tradition of 1970s McCartney and 1980s McCartney II. Recorded earlier this year in Sussex, McCartney III is mostly built from live takes of Paul on vocals and guitar or piano, overdubbing his bass playing, drumming, etc. atop that foundation. McCartney III spans a vast and intimate range of modes and moods. From soul-searching to wistful, from playful to raucous, and all points between. Captured with some of the same gear from Paul's rude studio used as far back as 1971 Wings sessions. And Paul's array of vintage instruments he played on the new album have an even more storied history, including Bill Black of Elvis Presley's original trio's double bass, along with Paul's iconic Hofner violin bass and a mellotron from Abbey Road Studios used on Beatles recordings, to name but a few. And then it just goes on a bit more, but so first of all, I don't know about you other Paul McCartney fans, but when I heard about new coming out, I was happy. I was kind of excited. Egypt Station, I was looking forward to it. But there's something about this that has me really hyped up and excited. I guess, first of all, it's knowing that Paul McCartney, it's just all Paul McCartney. And I love his first two, which he made by himself. And I think when he does these, he's a bit more experimental, which I absolutely love. Egypt Station was great, absolutely great, I loved it. But the thing is, I think the only thing missing was him being a little looser and a bit more experimental and maybe some wacky instrumental or two, something like that, weird stuff. Like on the Beatles' White Album, some people didn't like his crazy stuff like Wild Honey Pie and whatever, but I absolutely love those songs. Why Don't We Do It in the Road, those kind of songs. And I'm hoping that it's really varied. There's some really, of course, the regular acoustic stuff that he's so capable of doing, unlike me. And harder stuff too, like Helter Skelter kind of heavy rock. I'd love if he had a track on there like that. I love the album cover, by the way. I'll forget to post it here and you'll just be looking at my finger. The only thing when I first saw it online, I haven't seen the songs listed yet, but I guess it's just one CD. And I think it's just one vinyl record. So I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of hoping McCartney III would be like his White Album and have two CDs or, two albums. But still, with a CD at least, you can fill, I think it's 84 minutes of music, so it's a double album anyway. But I just hope, it's longer. Usually CDs, I don't like them being longer than 40 minutes, 45 minutes, but for Paul McCartney, I'd love it to be completely filled. So I received this email about a week ago, and it is authentic. I know I had posted it for a little bit in my community, and some people were saying, how did he get your email address? And well, it's on my YouTube channel for business inquiries and whatever. And it is an authentic email from Universal Music. I'm very careful before I give out my address because I don't want fans flocking to my basement apartment. Anyway, like I said, it's from Universal Music, and it says, "Hi Larry, we love your YouTube account here at Capitol Records. Thank you." Hi Paul. Thank you so much for being a Paul fan. Oh, it's no problem. I don't mind being a Paul fan. We're sending out a gift to a small number of people, so if you're interested, please reply with your address and a working phone number. All the best, Mickey Bentall, Capitol Music Group, and I won't mention his email address. But anyway, I responded, no, I don't want your gift. I'm busy. I have enough gifts. I have so many fans that send me gifts. No, so I gave him my address, and I haven't received it yet, but I'm waiting. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And at first I was, kind of disappointed. I was actually thinking maybe they're sending some fans an early copy of McCartney III, but that isn't the case. What it is, from what I've read, at first I was disappointed. It's like, oh, that's all it is. But that being said, if it's only being sent out to a few people, it is going to be priceless. Until I sell it on eBay for $10,000. That's right, $10,000. Just joking. No, I'm really looking forward to it, and of course I'll show it in a video. And that's it. Like Paul McCartney is, I've always said this, he's my favorite artist, if you had to pick just one artist. And as some of you know, I've recently been talking about John Lennon and the new remixed double disc that he had out, Give Me Some Truth. And it was like an awakening to me of how good he was when, them bringing up his vocals and everything, and the production is so much smoother and nice. So I've become a huge John Lennon fan. I always was, of course, especially with the Beatles. But his solo career was I wasn't as impressed with it. But now, things have changed, and so John and Paul, they're pretty equal. I mean, sadly, we lost John in 1980. But I mean, he would have been right there with Paul McCartney as the greatest solo artist of all time. And George Harrison ain't too shabby either, I know. And Ringo. All four of them are the greatest, because they wouldn't be the Beatles without any one of those individuals. So that's it. As you can tell, I'm excited. I hope you are too. And as usual, when Paul has a new album out, even before it comes out, there's some people that bash him. Oh, he's lost his voice. Or when the album comes out, oh, it's garbage. And these are, I don't know. It's like they want to be negative even before they hear it. Some fans, not a lot, but there's always fans out there that want to put him down, and he's the greatest artist of all time. You slept through my whole vlog on Paul McCartney? She's not excited.